Everything I've loved in this world, and even the curse that fell on me too.
Hello everybody, Infinite Shinjo here, welcome back to my Mal account, and today I am going to be looking over the anime that I have completed and answer a little question. What anime deserve to have sequels and what anime do not deserve to have sequels? Because it's easy to make a case for this anime deserves to have a sequel and here's what they could do with it. But the question of what doesn't deserve to have a sequel is definitely gonna be very divisive. And the only way that I can judge it is based off of what I have finished. So I'm just gonna go through and list off a couple that I think deserve to have follow-ups and don't deserve to have follow-ups. Now before I get into this, the ones I'm discussing, I'm going to try to avoid ones that have already been confirmed, like Mob Psycho's follow-up season. My Hero Academia is obviously going to have another season. I'm going to try and pick ones that at least as far as I know, haven't been confirmed. So let's go in and I think I'm just going to start with Quintessential Quintuplets. I don't believe it needs another season. I know it had a movie, and from what I've been hearing, the movie basically wraps up everything, so I don't think it needs another season. If it doesn't, maybe another season would be nice to round it up. But yeah, and if you want to read my notes for these anime along the side, then feel free to do that. But a lot of these are either super perfect the way they ended, or I'm not sure what they could do with it. I'm gonna say Anohana is good the way it is. The way they wrapped it up is very cool. The only thing I would say is if they do another season, is they have them be adults, more adults than what they were, and just go from there. That's the only thing I would say. And I think Asobi Asabase deserves to have another season. I don't have anything in mind for what they can do, but it's just a really funny show overall. That's really all that I can say about it. But yeah, a lot of these I'm just looking through and I don't know what they could do with it. At the same time, I don't write stuff, so I don't know what exactly they could do. And a lot of these have had multiple seasons. And like Clannad's perfect the way it is, but I don't want to keep on saying it doesn't deserve another season because it ended the way that it did and it's perfect. Oh, here's one because I mentioned it on the side here. Demi-chan wa Katakari deserves another season. Or Interviews with Monster Girls if you prefer to read the English title. And I probably should have because I can't read Japanese. But yeah, like the way they ended it was really cool. And they even introduced another character at the end that they haven't really done anything with. I don't know the last season's year, but I think another season would be really good. And at the same time, we got a lot of Digimon to go through here. Oh my gosh. They're probably going to do another season of Domestic Girlfriend. I personally don't care one way or the other if they do it. Dumbbell? Another season? Sure. Maybe I should just read my notes on the side and see what I deserve to have another season with. I would actually not be opposed to another season of Gakko Garashi. I believe there's more to the manga than what they finished with. So I would be down for another season of Gakko Garashi. I think at the end of this, just to make people watch to the end, I'm going to pick two that I believe deserve to have another season or don't deserve to have another season. So one of each. So leave your thoughts down below while I look through my list. Yeah, Devil is a part-timer. If it was about a year or two ago, that would have been my answer. But they got another season, so I'm fine with that. A lot of these I'm looking through and I find it hard to believe that I actually watched it because there are a lot of these I just don't remember. And that's kind of wild. Yeah, I mean, 1 Week Friends? Sure, it could do another season. Yeah, like I say over here, a second season would be a joy, but it still stands on its own as one good season. It's good on its own, but I wouldn't be opposed to something else. Hanako as well, I wouldn't mind another season, especially since there's definitely more that they could dive into. K-On! I want another season of K-On! Oh, I actually haven't wrote any notes for the 3rd season of Kaguya-sama. I need to work on that, but I'll worry about that later. Tower of God just got revealed for another season just the other day, so that's not going to be my answer. Yeah, a lot of Kimono Jihen? I wouldn't mind another season of Kimono Jihen. I really liked a lot of the characters in it. Yeah, to be quite honest, I forgot about a lot of these, so I'm probably just gonna skip through a lot of these and just not think much about it. Another season of Konosuba wouldn't entirely be bad. At the same time, I don't know what they could do with it, but to be fair, they've been just doing whatever with the other seasons, so sure. Maybe another season about Lucky Star? At the same time, that's kind of hard to do because there's not really much with Lucky Star anyway. I don't know. The problem is, I end up watching a lot of just one-off shows that never get another season. And that's kind of unfortunate. Nambaka. Nambaka needs another season. Because they had everything set up. If they had like one more episode, maybe even a movie, then they could just wrap up everything. I just don't like the way Nambaka ended, personally. It didn't like it. New Game? They wouldn't really do much with it. See, that's the problem. I could say that I want another season of this or that, but at the same time, it's either that everything is just essentially perfect the way it is, or I don't know what they could do with a follow-up season of it. And let me just skip past all these Pokemon ones because there is a lot. Okay, we jumped very quickly down there. Oh yeah, I still need to watch the newest season of Princess Connect Redive. Yeah, there's a lot that I still need to watch looking at my list again. Oh, Sakurasa no Pet no Kanajo? I would not be opposed to another season of that. Again, they could take the route of they could be an adult instead of children, but I don't know. It's Kenichi? Yeah, they could easily do another season of Kenichi and actually wrap up the story better than what they did, but yeah. Soul Eater? Maybe they could do Soul Eater in the style of how they did Full Metal Alchemist and follow it solely from the manga, because the anime only ending is definitely something. There's a lot of TQ there. I wouldn't mind another season of TQ. High Rise Invasion, another season. I wouldn't be down. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Toradora again. What could they do with it? I just don't know. Violet Evergarden. I know there's a lot of other stuff from Violet Evergarden that I haven't even seen, so okay. Wonder Egg. And Promise Neverland? Promise Neverland probably deserves another season. And then we got all these Yu-Gi-Ohs. I don't know if there's anything underneath it. Laid Back Camp, Yu Yu Hakusho, Zombieland. Okay, so we're at the end, and see, I have a couple of options for anime that deserve follow-up seasons. I have a few options for anime that deserve follow-up seasons, but as far as ones that don't, I don't know. I already had a couple in my mind, but I think the one that I can think of, if the movie wrapped it up nicely, I don't think Quintessential Quintuplets deserves another season. Because it would just be them goofing around, going with the will they, won't they plot. If the movie wrapped it up, I wouldn't mind just them cutting it off. But if they didn't, it might be an unpopular opinion, but I think Aggretsuko is good the way it is. The, 4 seasons? Yeah, with the 4 seasons that they have, I think it's good the way it is. They don't really need another season, in my opinion. So my I'm going to give two answers for each because I think the two answers are similar with each other. With Quintessential Quintuplets, I don't know if the movie wrapped up the plot. If they did, then doesn't really apply or doesn't apply. I don't know. But I think it's going to be Quintessential Quintuplets and Aggretsuko that don't really need another season. Because Aggretsuko is just kind of... It's nice to see the characters, but it just seems like it's going to be the same old thing over and over again. Especially with Aggretsuko finding another person that she wants to date or marry or whatever. It is going to kind of get dull after a while. And as far as... I had it, but I forgot it. Let me look again. As far as what I believe needs another season, besides going with the whole Mob Psycho's already getting another season, Konosuba, I don't really know what they could do with another season of that. Osama Ranking, I personally believe is good the way it is. I had two ideas in my mind, but I forgot what the second one was. So I'm going to search and see if I can find it. That one will be them just redoing the whole show. I was thinking Kenichi just to get a better ending from it, but that would most likely be them just rehauling the whole story at that point. So I think I'm gonna go with my initial answer, and that is Nanbaka. I think there's a lot that you could say another season that, for example, Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland Season 2 wasn't really well received by a lot of people. That I'm not going to deny. But my thought is, if we do another season, then we would at least acknowledge the other season that came before it. So it's not like Promised Neverland Season 2 would just be remade over again. That season would still stand, but they'd have to find some way to wrap it up. With Nanbaka, it's not that a season wasn't good, it's just that they didn't wrap it up perfectly, in my opinion. For a sequel, I'm going to say Nanbaka. For ones that don't deserve a sequel, I'm going to say Aggretsuko and Quintessential Quintuplets. Those are my answers. I could give a whole bunch more answers, but I'm just not sure what they could do with a lot of these shows. And I don't want to give a whole bunch of answers because I want to know what you think down in the comment section. For any anime that you think deserves another season, don't deserve another season, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of replies on one certain anime. But we'll cross that bridge when we... But that's fine by me. Leave any thoughts that you have down in the comment section. If you enjoyed, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Momentai.